what we would love, and I probably don't need my glasses just yet, what I'd love for you to all do on the recording and on the live now is just breathe into your heart. And just feel what you feel with this beautiful, deep connection that you have with your soul family. And know that they will be here with you, and the beautiful team will be working with you and in your oversoul with Metatron. And we'd love for you to imagine, visualize, see a cord that goes from your heart all the way up through your crown. And as we see this crown going through our crown, we'd love for you just to see a beautiful timeline just in front of you. Now I'm going to give you a few like a little bit of time just to see that. And I'd love for you just to visualize, imagine, and see this timeline. Whatever color it is, whatever shape it is. And just seeing it in your third eye, in your space, where you are. We're just going to activate your expanded awareness, looking at this timeline in front of you. Now just focus on this timeline like it's the most important thing to focus on, whatever color, whatever shape it is. And as you focus on this point, notice that as you're focusing on it, your physical body is inside a room. Now, as you focus on this point, notice the temperature of the room that you are in while still looking at this point. That's right. Now, as you focus on this timeline, this point, this color, notice how your body feels in the position in which you are sitting in. Now, as you focus on this point, this timeline, notice that your physical body, is inside a room, inside a building. And as you focus on this point, notice that this point is inside a room, inside a building, inside a country, inside a planet. And just focus on this timeline as we call in the stone guardians to surround us all. We call in the beings of the highest light who are in alignment with the divine plan, and only the highest light frequencies are welcomed. And we now call into this space for the divine assistance, our friends from the councils of light, galactic, celestial, starseeds, Andromedans, Palladians, Lemurians, Octurians, Atlanteans, Venetians, Syrians, Blue Avians, Lyrians, Polarians, Iradians. We welcome in the archangels Michael, Raphael, Ariel, Uriel, Metatron, Sandalphon, and Saint Germain to please be present with us and help us any way you can for the greatest good. And we call upon all the higher light beings of light consciousness that are connected with my soul family, my soul lineage, to be with us now and to assist us. And we invite the soul star family of Margie, of Patria, of Kelly, who are guiding these beautiful souls on their soul's path, their soul mission, and following their divine plan to please be present with us and assist us in clearing and cleansing of the lower vibrational frequencies associated with inner child trauma, hurt, pain, suffering, sadness, loneliness. I call in the lineage connections to the ancient wisdom and civilizations of their higher consciousness to be present with us now and to help us and assist us as we clear, cleanse, and transmute these lower vibrational emotions in their fields for the greatest good and for all the divine plan. Please assist us in restoring connections to the soul's wisdom and quantum timeline work. And please support us in closing down all lower timeline frequencies that were created from these times where the children, where inner people, inner Patria, inner child Patria, inner child Margie, inner child Kelly were hurt, maybe traumatized, left isolated, and close down these lower frequency timelines and permanently close them and bring forward the highest timelines and realms of existence to have more joy, more ease, more flow and abundance for these beautiful divine beings that we have been called to do this work tonight. And please have this work integrate in their fields gently and gracefully, with the majority of the integration and processing being done in their sleep. We give so much love and gratitude for your assistance today. We thank you, thank you, thank you. So now what we'd love for you to do, as you have your eyes closed, beautiful ones, I want you to notice where you were first looking at this beautiful timeline, that there's a future and this is somewhere in front of you. And perhaps there is a past which is somewhere either beside you or behind you. And we want for you to notice that these two cords are connected, and they are connected by a line. And we'd love for you to see, if you can see a color, beautiful ones. And if you don't see a color, that is perfectly fine. And as you see this timeline, where you see the future's in front and the past is behind, and you see that there is a color, we'd now love for you to float way, 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 way up. Up, 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 up. That's right, above your timeline. And now, beautiful ones, we'd love you to go back along your timeline. And please know, whatever comes through for you now, whatever image, whatever memory of yourself as a child, where you were either hurt, you felt alone, maybe trauma, maybe sadness. Notice that there's a notch on this timeline as you're floating back. And this notch indicates the first time that you experience this experience. And as you float back, you see this notch. And just want you to notice that this notch just pokes out of your timeline, like something's not quite right and it's just a little bit out of place. You see this notch now. And you notice that this notch is a little bit bigger than you thought. And we just want you to float back to it now, right back to the notch. And as you see this notch, we'd love for you to invite the inner Margie as a child at that age, the inner Patria as a child at that age, the inner child as Kelly at that age. And just allow her to come up to you and hold both of your hands. And as you do, you may notice that she looks maybe a little bit scared or a little bit sad. Maybe there's something you can say to her now to help comfort her and make her feel safe. I'll just give you a moment there now just to say something to her, just to reassure her. Everything is going to be okay. We're going to do a timeline therapy work where we get to send beautiful light love, abundance from source, from the universe, from our soul that goes through this timeline, and it helps clear and release the patterns, the sadness, the hurt, anything that comes to your mind now. Just say it in your mind, or you can say it out loud. I wish to release this ba 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 from my field. And as you see her, as we've said this to her, see what she's saying, see how she looks, and ask her if she's ready. And also let her know that Belle will be doing some light language. This might sound a little bit funny, but this is going to help us all. And it's going to send down your timeline. It's going to go down to your parents' timeline and down to their ancestors' timeline and across parallel timelines of yourself. So not only are you doing this clearing here, you're clearing your ancestors, your family line, and yourself in other parallel lives where you may have been hurt as a child as well, where you may have been traumatized or other things that we have yet to talk about, and we don't really need to know, as we are just going to clear and release them. So just ask your beautiful inner child, are you ready for this? Are you ready to release the sadness? Are you ready to release the guilt, the shame, the not worthiness, the worthy enough, the not enoughness, the pleasing? Shana koria tiha takumo dordagano grodia tiki shuto haji atakan. If she says yes, which I am feeling, we will proceed. So beautiful souls, on the recording and on the live, we have a few little options, and I would love for you to invite your inner child to answer these with you as well. This is a co-creation with your inner child. And after this session, your inner child will be in your heart, and you can always ask and co-create and talk to her. You can go and have a frolic out in the grass or the sun or the beach, something that you love to do as a child, and invite her in to experience it. And she's feeling so excited. Very good. So we're going to invite you to do a few things. You can change this notch, and you can change it by changing the color of it. You can add a different color. It could be so simple as adding a different color, or you can add bubbles, or you can add a favorite song to it. Whatever inspires you, trust what comes through. And we're also going to invite your oversoul, your soul family, who we just initiated with you in a deeper precision, to be with you now, and feel them come around you. Feel them come around your inner child. Feel the love being instilled through you both. As you both now stand together side by side, your inner child and yourself holding hands. You begin to send the color or whatever it was you wish to send through down this timeline. And you also have your soul family here sending it through. You also have source, your oversoul connections. You also have the Lyrans, Mother Mary, rainbow color beings, cosmic beings here. And what other beings you connected to today in this recording, please bring them through and send the light color down through this timeline now. And we will also send color, source universe, white and gold color, along with beautiful light language And ask your inner child to send through from her heart as well, to release and let go, and from your heart as well, beautiful ones. Shonria tekaya tikisha horom rodi riatakoria toko. Now go ahead and send it through. Haniatoi, Hariato, Haratururud, Haru, Haru, and continue sending this color, sending it through and saying, I release and let go these traumas, these imprints, these lower frequency vibrational memories, data, from myself as a child, and seeing it go down the notch, and seeing the notch begin to get smaller. Today, seeing this color, this frequency, these codes from you, your soul family, source, universe, consciousness flowing down, making the notch smaller, and you see it go down into your parents' line, down into their parents' line, and it's just like you see thousands of ancestors on your mom and dad's line beginning to stand up, or pop up, in fact, and they're all receiving this light, this frequency, these codes through their heart, and we're reconfiguring their timelines, reconfiguring into higher frequency dimensions, releasing the templates, the imprints, and seeing it go across a line, whereas this is your parallel timelines, and the colors spreading across now, reconfiguring. You see things dropping off and releasing and letting go, and then you look at this notch, you feel and see it's almost gone. In fact, you see the last codes, the last bit of love from your hearts, from your soul family, going through and releasing it and transmuting it. And then you and your beautiful inner child look at each other. You look back at the line and you see that all this beautiful golden light, rainbow light, is flowing down. The highest frequency light, imagine, flowing down, reconfiguring. You look further down and you see your parents smiling. You see your ancestors smiling. And even though our parents did things that made us feel cross, angry, or grudging, we held grudges, they only knew what they knew, to give them so much love, sending these codes of forgiveness. Sending the codes of pure love down these lines, down this line, this timeline, totally melting away the notch, and seeing it flow across your parallel timeline and see it flow down into your ancestral lines. Now, beautiful ones, you look back at each other again, you smile, you hug each other. You're almost like you're jumping up and down with joy. You feel the weight being released. You feel so much weight being released from your physical body, from your mental, your emotional, your spiritual and energetic bodies. You turn to each other and you hug. And now we invite you both, we invite you all to notice that there is a gift for you from this experience. Something that you've been waiting for all this time to unwrap. So now, beautiful one, and we're going to say beautiful ones because there's a few of you there. We invite you to float up, up, up from this timeline. Way up, 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 up. That's right. Very good. And then all of a sudden you see a big box. Like there's a big present there right in front of you for both you and your inner child to unwrap. It's very exciting. Your inner child is jumping around. She's like, come on, let's open this. Notice this box. Does it have a bow? What color is it? And when you are ready, we'd love for you to go ahead, both of you, to unwrap this box, this present now for you. And notice what's in there for you. Notice what's inside the box once you've unwrapped it. That's right. So just look inside and see what's available in this beautiful present, this box for you. And we would love for you to list 4 gifts. Collect at least 4. And if you need to write them down, we'll give you a little bit of time just to write them down. It could be a color. It could be something favorite from your inner child, love to play with. I'll let you decide and see what's inside. You can use your imagination. Let's give you a few moments here to have a look in each corner, or both of you looking into each corner. Excuse me, I just had a drink. I might go on mute and have a bit more of a drink. But just continue looking at the presents, seeing what's inside. It could be something as random as a ball, a color. Whatever it is, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. It is all whole and complete and perfect. So please don't think that this is I'm seeing a color, I'm seeing a shape, because it's all going to be perfect once we continue. Just going to have a quick drink. And now, beautiful ones, what we want you to do with these gifts is bring them one by one into both your inner child's heart and your heart. So know that when you're doing yours, your inner child is doing hers as well. And now we want you to bring into your heart, and I'm just going to give you 4 little spaces so that you can say out loud or in your mind what these gifts were. So now I want you to bring in gift 1. That's right. And now I'd love for you to bring in gift 2. That's right. My dogs are just making some noise, so I'm just muted. And now I'd love for you to bring in present or gift number 3. Beautiful. And now look into the final corner of the present and bring in gift 4. And see and let all these gifts come into your heart. And as each of them come into your hearts, feel it activating your heart. And let the feeling within your hearts get bigger and bigger and brighter and brighter. And as each one is coming into your heart, see a color. See this color get bigger and bigger. And just even if it's a thought of what color is, just say whatever thought you feel the color is and see it coming in. And see this color getting bigger and bigger and brighter and expanding your heart. And I want you to notice that you're both starting to glow in this color. Seeing it come and penetrate out of every cell in your being. And have this color vibrate through every single cell, through your crystalline DNA, right down into your subatomic atoms and particles, until your whole being is vibrating this color. Your whole beings are vibrating this color. And have it come out through the tops of your heads and feel all the different space, dimensions, and timelines of your souls. And then again, see this color, have it come through your heart, and through your being, and see it coming out your feet into the core of Gaia, higher realm Gaia, sharing this beautiful color with her. Oh, that's right. You're doing so well. And now, beautiful souls, both your inner child and yourself as yourself in the here and now, we invite you and ask you to ask yourself, is there anyone who needs to be forgiven? And maybe, just maybe, this could possibly be you that needs to be forgiven. So please go ahead and just talk to yourselves. Talk to your inner self, inner child as yourself. And just say, I forgive myself. And whatever comes through. Janako, Shanatako, Shanakataya, Kudadakoronododo. You turn to your beautiful inner child. You hug her. You may even wish to hold her and lift her up so that you're closer to heart to each other. You feel the love, the forgiveness between each other, knowing that the experience that you experienced had nothing, it's not about you, although it was part of our learning, part of our soul's growth and evolution. It's time for us to release and let this go so that we can now move into higher realities, higher frequencies, higher timelines. And sometimes we find it hard to forgive our parents, our siblings, or whoever it was that hurt us. But knowing if we do forgive them with deep compassion and love, knowing that they are also a soul experiencing human life, when we deeply forgive and have compassion and love, we release the ancestral traumas, the imprints, the programs, the blame. And we fully rewire and restructure and recode ourselves. And now, beautiful inner child and yourself holding hands. We now welcome you to go back to that old vent, that old notch, and notice. We'd love for you to notice. See this notch. See how it's shifted. See how it's gone. And if it's still there, beautiful one, what else do you wish to do here to change it and move it away? And go ahead and do that now. And if it's shifted, that's great. Is that old emotion gone? Has it shifted now? But if it's still there, just go ahead and give that love, that compassion, that forgiveness, that energy, that color that you had going through, streaming through it now. See, feel Mother Mary surrounding you, encasing you. Feel her love, her deep compassion. There are many people that hurt her, many people that hurt her son. But she did have deep compassion and love, and feel her codes emanating through into our being of compassion, of forgiveness, of love, just flow down through our timeline. Yana kia toko tia ta ya mota ya na ya ta ya da ta ta ya na ta 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 ya da ya ta ko ya na ta ya no ra ya ya no ya no ya no ya no ya no ya ya Hia toia no ta hoia leo no hoia ea no hoia no taia no hoia no tea tu koia tea hoia feel the grace, feel the love of the mother. Now look at that notch. See how it's gone. And now look along your lines, your ancestral line, your parallel line, seeing the colors shift across time and space reality. See your ancestors shining, beaming love, beaming gratitude, beaming excitement. And now, beautiful ones, Beautiful inner child and yourself in this time and space. We'd love for you to come back along this line and come back along this timeline now. Come back very slowly. And as slowly as we guide along, if you see any notches, any bumps, simply fill the timeline with the energy, with the frequencies, with the love of the mother and the love from yourself as an inner child and as a beautiful adult now. And fill it with the color or colors that you received in your heart. As we begin to go back, we see the beam coming out of your hearts. And coming back along this line as you see any knots, just simply beam, spread it out further. See it spread and see it shift and melt away. And notice how your timeline is adjusting. Any notches that you see or felt are simply just melting and dissipating and recoding and adjusting. And at any time that you see or feel this old emotion, see it just simply fall away off your timeline and being transmuted, and it's all being readjusted perfectly as this color comes through, going through. You're seeing it going through as you go along further and further into your teenage years. Any notches you see simply just get disappeared and released, readjusting, transmuting. There we go along into our 20s. Seeing anything being released, readjusted and transmuted through these energies, these reconfigurations, these codes. Going through into our 30s, slowly as it feels for you, allowing as you go back, filling it with the color and the colors that you received in your heart, and seeing your timeline readjusting, seeing that old emotion simply just disappear and new timelines being adjusted and transmuted and readjusting perfectly. And going now into our 40s and going along this timeline, and as you see any notches, any emotions that you felt, this old emotion, see it, just release and let go, allowing it to integrate, transmute and readjust, and see your timeline readjusting. Going into our 50s, that's right, and seeing again, seeing it be filled with this color that you received from your heart, the color that you received from Mary and your guides, as well as your inner child, sending these colors through and transmuting and releasing. And then as we go into our 60s, clearing and releasing along this timeline, seeing you glide along slowly, filling the timeline with the colours that you received from your heart. And come back as slowly as it feels good for you. And before you start coming back, we would love for you to invite your inner child to come into your heart space, where she will always be in your heart. She will always be held in love. She'll never be forgotten, left out, felt alone. And if she says yes, let's find another beautiful chamber for you, or she can join your soul family in the round table. Because our inner child have so much wisdom and joy and fun to have that we can integrate and embody into ourselves as adults. So whether you feel called, it could be another chamber with yourself, or it could be with the soul family, where she feels deeply connected. And she doesn't feel like she's alone, and she's held with others. And as she goes in, come back to this time and space, and you come back into the present. Notice, see how your timeline is adjusting, seeing how the old emotions simply falling off your timeline and being transmuted and readjusting. And coming back into this time and space, into the room you're in. Now wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and come back into the room. And for here now, we would just love for you to open your eyes to come back. And if you could let us know on the recording or the replay of the live how you are feeling, you could write in the Facebook on the Facebook post. That would be a lot great. And if you're able to do so on the live, Margie, if you could let us know that you have come back into this time and space. We've got a few more things we need to do, but we just need to ground you here into the here and now.
I'm back.
You're back. Beautiful.
I'm here.
Great. And how are you feeling now?
Pretty emotional.
Yep.
Yep.
And how was your little inner child happy to go into your heart space?
Yes.
And was she with soul family? I feel
yes.
that yes.
Yeah.
I was just like, no, that I could feel I was getting almost like I was getting like a little tap on my shoulder. No, we're not going, we're going with the soul family. It's like, great, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to go out to your future and just create a few little points in 3 points for your timeline, like just to create some new timelines and realities. So we just wanted you to ground back here now into this time and space. And when you're ready, you can go off onto mute and close your eyes, and we'll take you back out into your future timelines to create new timelines and new realities. So if you are ready.
Yep.
Beautiful. So now what we would love for you to do is to close your eyes and go back out to that timeline. So float back up, 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 and go out to a timeline and go back to the timeline there we just came in from. That's right. Beautiful. And go out to a time in the future following this work that we've just done. So it could be tomorrow, it could be days, months, or even years. But just trust where you're guided as you float along. And just trust where you're going, and please drop into that future now. And as you drop into that future, beautiful one, we'd love for you to see what you see, hear what you hear, and feel what you feel. And notice, beautiful ones, what are you saying to yourself? So just take a moment here, and when you're on the recording again, you can stop and write things down. But just for now, just imagine this first future. See what you're seeing. Hear what you're saying to yourself. Notice what's available. Notice what's different. How are you standing? What's available to you now that wasn't before? It could be confidence, could be clarity, it could be whatever comes through. Just trust with all your being and all your fibers. Beautiful. That's right. You're doing so well. So now we're going to just have one more look here at this first timeline, this first future. Just feel what you feel, see what you see. Notice what's different, what's available. And then we're going to lock it in. So we're going to lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. And now, beautiful ones, let's go even further into the future. So start going up and floating along your timeline. And please drop into the future, that future time now. That's right. And have a look around. See what you see and hear what you hear. And also feel what you feel. Notice how you're able to create new experiences with greater ease. Notice how you're able to relate. Notice that it's easier to before. There's more confidence. You're not feeling like you're hiding. You're feeling more happy. There's an inner deep knowing. And notice what's going on in this space, in this future. Where are you? Who are you with? What's different? And just take some notes of this second space, just a few little drop points in your mind. What's going on? Where are you? Who are you with? And what's different? That's right. You're doing amazing. Very good. And now we're going to lock it in. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. And now, beautiful one, let's go even further again into your glorious future. So we float along this timeline. Please drop into that future timeline now. And see what you see. Hear what you feel, but also feel what you feel. Notice your internal dialogue. How are you talking to yourself? How are you talking to yourself here? Notice what's available. How's life different? What are you doing? And how do you feel here? So just take note what's available to you, how life's different, and what are you doing and how do you feel here? And now, with all these learnings and possibilities in place, we're going to lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. And now, beautiful ones, we'd love for you to come back. Come back into the room that you are in, but still keep your eyes closed. That's right. Now I want you to share this new frequency upgrade, these new learnings and this clearing with all versions of yourself into your divine oversoul network. See it going all the way up, 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 through to your higher self, through to your soul family, all the way up through your soul star oversoul network, and see your oversoul network becoming the color you received. And then seeing your soul star sharing, or your oversoul sharing it out with every multi-dimensional aspect of yourself. Seeing every multi-dimensional version of yourself through all dimensions, all time and space realities where you exist. Seeing this color go through so that every aspect of you is receiving these upgrades, this healing, this clearing. And so it locks in a new frequency for you. And seeing this color going up to your oversoul and across parallel versions of yourself. And see this new frequency locking it in. Now come back and have all this color expand all the way back down and have it go deep down into the core of Gaia. So see this color going down through into your being, into your cellular data, and then see it going in, out through your feet, into the portal of Gaia, and down into the higher realm of Gaia, into her higher realm existence, so that she receives the frequencies, the upgrades, and can shift with you and support you and help you ground now into this new reality. That's right. Beautiful. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, we'd love for you to breathe into your heart, connect into your soul family, see them, see your inner child and your soul family in your heart portal, in your heart chamber, and feel the connection now that you have with them. Feel what was different and what's now available. I'll just let you sit here with your soul family in your heart portal with your inner child. And know that you have done some amazing work of upgrade of your ancestral line, your family line, your future family line, your parallel lives. Breathing in, feeling the love and celebration from your soul family, Mother Mary, all the benevolent beings. And when you're ready, you can let them know that you'll come back again tomorrow and connect in with them. And for now, we can connect into them tonight before you go to sleep and just be with them before you sleep, knowing that your higher self, while you're asleep, that will be receiving Come back into your body, into this time and space reality. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your shoulders about, stretch, and just be, and drink some water. And when you are ready, if you'd like to share how that was for you, what was your biggest takeaway tonight or today? And on the replay, please, what was your biggest takeaway? When we share, we're able to integrate and also, the words left my mind now, ground. So when we share experiences, what was the biggest takeaway, what came through, whatever, it really integrates into it. That's the word. Thank you. Integrates into our body and integrates into Gaia and into our oversoul and into every aspect of our soul. So homework, home play for the beautiful